Hi everybody, today I'm launching for the first time from Marazion to fish around St Michael's Mount. Some of you may recognise it from the Game of Thrones prequel, The House of the Dragon, as it was used to film scenery for the castle Driftmark, where the sea snake character lives. There are several large car parks in Marazion with nearby access to the beach via gently sloping slipways. I didn't think there was going to be much to say about that and was expecting a very easy park and launch, but I found out that these car parks won't allow anything over 5.5 metres, so long wheelbase fans like mine are out. I'm actually parked in the station house car park, which is fine as it's a short pull from the car park to the slipway. The sea goes out a long way here, so if it's low tide you can expect to have a long pull to and from the water. There is a cafe and toilets here, but get here early if you want to get a spot in the car park, as it gets very busy very quickly. The area offers sand and reef, so something for all types of anglers. Good morning everyone. Uncharacteristically late morning for me, but we're here. I'm on the water at Mounts Bay, or Blackwater Bay, and I'm going to fish around St Michael's Mount, aka Driftmark. I'll take you around the back, we'll have a look at that. It's a place I've wanted to fish for quite a while because I used to snorkel a bit, and I'd see bass knocking around the mount whilst I was snorkeling, so I reckon it's got to be worth a shot. It's around high tide now, so I'm going to catch the first few hours of the ebb. So I'm going to do the usual business with the trolling whilst I go to where I'm going, and then there's a few spots I've got in mind. The conditions are lovely, so I am going to have a little go with the top water. In fact, I might sort of get out there and do that first, have a go with the top water and see how we get on with that. In the meantime, I've got a sandy Andy on that, and what have I got on this? Oh, just a big skerrit eel on this. And we'll get to where we're going. I think the side scan might be nice on this sort of place. So if I get any good side scan images, I'll bring them up. 3.5 meters, I can see the bottom. A little bit green to the water, but it's not murky by any means. Lovely, beautiful day. Really looking forward to this one. I'll bring you back in a bit. Just thought I'd bring you back and look at that view. I mean, it's like glass out here, and that view over there is fantastic. So lucky to live in this part of the world and this part of Cornwall. I've got my eye open for birds, bit of bird activity. I might see some fish jumping. If you see any of that, I'll be straight on it. But I'm heading for, there's an outcrop of rocks here that's accessible at low tide. But obviously we're at high water here, there's going to be some water over it, but it's not going to be very deep, so I'm thinking drift around it for a bit, lob a top water at it for, give it a really good, go, lots of casts. See if we can get something to take. I've not fished here before, I don't know if I've already said that, but I've not fished here before, so I really don't know what to expect from it. Stunning. And all over there, Penley Quarry, Mousehole there, Newlyn, Penzance, all there along there, Long Rock, just over there. You can launch at Long Rock as well, there's a slipway in a car park, but obviously it'd be quite a pedal over to the mount if you wanted to fish the mount, but there's some rocky outcrops just off Long Rock which I have been told produce fish. Again, I've not fished them. I've not really tried it. I've not given it a good, not given it a chance over here. which is odd given how beautiful it is on a day like today. You know, where else would you rather be? It's just stunning. Right, not far off this rocky outcrop. I'll shut up and bring you back when I've changed lures. Right, yeah, I'm going to cast back at where I just saw those marks. Well, actually, they're right underneath me now. Oh, yes, fish on. Yes. Oh, that feels like a good fish. Yeah, and we know what this is likely to be. Is it though? Is it a big fat wrasse? Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Come on, please be a bass. I haven't had a good bass in, I don't know, months. If it is a bass, it's going to be the best one of the year. I might just touch that drag off a little because I don't want to lose this. It's not behaving, Bassy. Oof. It's a bit nice pollock. Well, I can't be disappointed with that. That is a nice fish. Wow. Look at that. I'm going to drift that again, although it's probably just pollock. There's a few marks here, actually. Okay, there you go. One good fish is all it takes to make a trip worth get. Well, actually, saying that, the view I've got today is all that's necessary to make this trip worth the effort. This fish is a bonus. Let's have it up. A little look-see. Doesn't want to come up. That'd be it, mate. When you can go back, I'm not gonna have you today. Yeah, look at that. Nice one. Off you pop. Brilliant. I'm well pleased with that. Might actually try a different lure in a minute. Spin the yak round, see if we can get that. Make sure the sun's not on the camera. Yeah, I might try a different lure. That natural colour, yeah, I just caught a fish on it, but it's the water's a little bit green. I'm wondering if I'll stick something brighter on. Worth a try. There's something decent mark underneath the kayak now. Well, that's not a lot of good because I'm 30 metres in that direction. I'm right over where I marked those fish. And let that go right down to the bottom again. Make sure I'm right down there. Oh, I think that was a touch. Yeah, I'm going to go for the new favourite. Have a few flicks with the new favourite. Oh, there's loads of marks down there. Gonna try that as well. Try that and that. Savage Gear Sand Eel, pearl white. Let's go. Let's go, lucky lure. Fish. Yeah, fish. There we go. Nice. It's shaken a lot. Or it was originally. Another pollock. Oh, I can see that. Really deep. Well, pollock with zero fighting it whatsoever. That's amazing. Oh my God, where's my lure gone? Oh, off he goes. He's realised now he's waking up. Well, he's completely engulfed that lure. Right, you. I want that back. That's my favourite. Gonna get. Right, let's have that. Right. I want you to go back, mate. I don't want to be messing about like this. So, get a good grip of you. I do. Right. Little pollock, he's going back. Very happy that he's back. So yeah, I'll have a little while here, I think, and then before we start losing too much water, I'll get in near the mount and have a flick about near the mount, which is where I spotted the bass when I was snorkeling. Right, change of plan. There's just too many fish on the sounder for me to ignore, so hopefully the camera's going. I mean, potentially they could be decent fish. Look at those marks. Got to tempt them with something. I've got a couple of things I can try as the conditions are so still. I've got a lovely little fish crazy eel. Although the tail's not right on it, I think it still does have some action. So I'm going to try that. I also had, what was I thinking of? I also had something else in mind then. What was that? Come on now. Ah. The old fish, ow! Other fish crazy eel. So I'm trying my fish crazy eels. I reckon that's a good bet. Let's have a look. There we go. Right, that's on the bottom. Yeah, this tail's still acting, so I'm going to spin this around so you're not looking directly at the sun, and cast in that direction I've just come in, because that's so many fish marks. If that little thing can't tempt them, then they're obviously not going to eat anything. Well, nothing I've got. And as there's no wind, I can actually cast it and stay in contact with it. Tons of marks under the kayak. Look at that. How are they not grabbing that delicious looking little eel? I think I might have a fish on there, and it doesn't know it. Yes! Lovely. Oh, given up. Oh, it's a wrasse. Oh, come off it. Right. Well, I pulled that through. I had thousands of fish marks. Don't be silly. And nothing took that other than a wrasse, so I don't think that's the way to go. Let's have a little. If you can sit still, be good for the 99% of men and 1% of women that actually watch this channel. That's a pretty little wrasse. You're not going to make this easy for me, are you? No, you're not. There he goes. And he's away. So, not convinced that's the ticket, because all those marks I went through, and that's the wrasse just took it because it's probably right in his face. I'm going to try this, which is the lure of choice for somebody we all know and love, the legend. Just spin this around. Not the colour of choice, I don't think. The colour of choice is a sort of bluey silver, but I can never find them available. Get the feeling this lot's hanging out here killing time till the tide starts running. Right, so I did just troll over a big pile of fish that I can't resist having a little cast at. And there's also some rocks over there that I don't think I can resist having a cast at. Right, let's try those rocks. I might as well try those rocks. And I have my patch. We had a bit of a false start then. I cast out my pachinko and it just come flying off. A dodgy leader knot, if ever there was one. So there's some real shallow, rough ground here. I'm going to have to be careful, but careful's my middle name. Well, it ain't, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to have a few casts here to see if we can get any interest in this surface lure. Right, I went all through there with the pachinko, nothing, so I'm going to go troll, hit the other side of the island, hit the back of the island, Just cast about. So the spot I wanted to try is dead ahead. I'll troll some lures over there. Have a few casts over there. Get around the back of the island, have a look over there. That's the plan. Island. The Mount. My local should be calling it the Mount. See what sort of time I've got left here. It's 12 o'clock now. Yeah, not a lot of time. Get myself around the back. Wind's picked up a bit. I wasn't expecting it to be this windy. Proper busy here, look. Paddleboarders and boaters and kayakers. And the ferries constantly running people to and from the mount. Look, there's 4 ferries in view. 2 over there loading and unloading. A lot of people want to go and visit the house of the sea snake. To be fair, it's a place worth visiting. We went there a few years ago and it's a fantastic building. Right, I'm going to have a few flicks in here, which is where I was intending to try. There's worse views when you're fishing, isn't there? Look. All the tourists staring at me. Be nice to catch a fish in front of the tourists. Okay, one more cast here, I reckon. Oh! Oh, no, is it gone? Oh, no fish! Yes! No, it's gone again. Ah. No, it hasn't. It's still there. Yes! That's got to be a bass. Or a wrasse. It's not huge, but restore my faith in myself if I've got a bass. It's bassy. It's looking bassy. Swimming my way. I've got my net today because the number of bass I've dropped at the side of the kayak is insane. It is a bass. It's no monster. Hey, see that, tourists? Come here. Alright, making a big deal of this, aren't you? Brilliant. Right, well, I might have another minute or two here then, if there's only a little schoolie. But, oh, he's annoyed too. Look at that, spiky. Brilliant. Right, hopefully I'm recording. I can't actually see the screen, so let's hope for the best. Anyway, that's me done for now. Run out of time, but thanks for joining me today. What do we get? Small pollock, nice pollock, and a little schoolie. Not exactly prolific, but you know, I'm just checking the place out really, and hopefully there'll be something interesting in it for people thinking about fishing down here. Yeah, I think on its day it could be really good. There's lots of places to try. I marked a lot of fish. Sand here, reef here. Yeah, definitely potential for some good fishing, I think. And I will be back at some point. I'm about 100 yards off the beach. I'll bring my lines in just a minute, and then get myself landed. There's no waves to worry about here, thankfully, but a lot of, the worst that could happen is I could run a tourist over, but I'll try my best not to. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.